Good afternoon, Cordova. It's Friday afternoon, April 17th, 4 o'clock, and our weekly press briefing. I'd like to reiterate at this time that the health and safety of Cordova residents is our top priority. We're working to ensure that residents have the resources needed to stay safe and healthy. I want to assure you that our community is prepared and working to address this pandemic. We're coordinating with industry, businesses, and the community to prepare and quickly address any challenges that may arise. The City of Cordova is committed to serving both the immediate needs and the long-term vibrancy of our community. Our city leaders are skilled stewards of our community's health, safety, quality of life, and economy. We have an excellent incident management team that's working tirelessly to address all potential impacts the pandemic will have on our city, its residents, and visitors. The testing update for Cordova, as of this date, March 17th, there have been 16 COVID-19 tests conducted in Cordova, with 0 positive results and 1 test awaiting results. Local healthcare providers now have the capability to test approximately 900 people in Cordova. 300 additional testing items were received this very afternoon, increasing our testing capability to approximately 900. We received some of the personal protective equipment items that we had requested as well. The Abbott ID Now COVID rapid testing machines are now available for use at both the Elanca Community Health Center and the Cordova Community Health Center. The new Abbott rapid testing units are for use with patients that are symptomatic only, and they are not approved for asymptomatic use. Additional testing supplies have been requested. Your local healthcare provider will order testing. While testing is an important tool in stopping the spread of coronavirus, your Cordova Medical Response Team would like to reiterate that social distancing is still the #1 method for containing the spread of COVID-19. The testing criteria have been broadened. The guidance from the state at this time is that you have any symptoms, it's recommended that you call your medical provider who will evaluate and recommend next steps. The threshold for testing has also been lowered. The new criteria can include the onset of one of the following: cough or shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, or the onset of 2 or more of the following symptoms: chills, diminished sense of taste or smell, diarrhea, or fatigue, fever, headache, muscle and joint aches, nausea, rigors, runny nose, sore throat, sputum production, or dermatological changes, skin changes. This week, Ordinance 1185 was passed by Council at a special meeting, putting forth enforcement measures to support all Cordova orders associated with this emergency. According to this ordinance, failure to comply with an emergency mandate adopted under the City of Cordova's state of emergency is punishable by a fine of up to $500 per violation. Upon a citation under this section, court appearance is mandatory. This order went into effect immediately, earlier this week. Violations of the city mandate may be reported to the Cordova Police Department. Ordinance 1187 was also passed by City Council at this Wednesday's special meeting, ratifying revisions to temporary emergency rules and procedures in Emergency Order 2020-3. The changes in this order include new timelines and requirements for businesses submitting their COVID-19 protective measures and policies, updates to social distancing protocols and submission processes for mutual aid agreements, and new items requiring businesses to report state submissions to the city regarding cooperative measures between the city and the native village of Eak and concerning enforcement. A draft of the updated order is available to view on the city's website as part of the April 13th meeting packet. Ordinance 1186, which would have imposed a temporary hold on all travel by air to Cordova, failed to pass at the City Council meeting earlier this week. See the update to small community emergency travel order below. The City of Cordova does not have the authority to close the airport or the fisheries by ourselves, but we are working closely with the state to impose necessary restrictions to ensure health and safety. There was an emergency management response. We understand the concern for some in the community regarding the emergency EMS response in the harbor. but we must all respect patient privacy. Please take a moment to consider how you or your loved one would feel in a similar situation. We want to make sure it is clear to the community that first responders have begun to and will continue to wear additional personal protective equipment, PPE, for calls in these uncertain times. All emergency responses will be handled as if the patient is a possible COVID patient. The information that can be shared regarding medical and EMS cases is extremely limited due to the patient privacy provisions of the HIPAA Act. The city IMT, the city council, and all EMS and medical crews will be following all state and federally mandated protocols protecting patient privacy in these matters to the best of their ability. As we have said before, if any COVID-19 case is confirmed in Cordova, the public will be alerted as soon as possible. Thank you for your understanding. Attention to Cordova business owners. All local businesses who are operating or who plan on operating in Cordova this summer need to fill out and turn in a mutual aid agreement with the city of Cordova. Please refer to Rules 15 and 16 in Cordova Emergency Order 2020. Forms are available at cityofcordova.net and labeled the Small Business Mutual Aid Agreement and the Large Business Mutual Aid Agreement. Completed forms and any questions can be emailed to forms@cityofcordova.net. That email address again is forms@cityofcordova.net, or they can be dropped in the city drop box in front of the Cordova Center. Harbor and processor plans. The City of Cordova Incident Management Team has released a COVID-19 harbor operations plan. This plan shows what's being planned, but not necessarily how and when. This is a working document and is available for review on the city's website. Comments or questions may be sent to cordovaprepared@yahoo.com. Trident Seafoods has asked that the Cordova Incident Management Team share their COVID-19 mitigation plans publicly with the community. This plan is also available on the city's website. The City of Cordova is not allowed to share any processor plans without their explicit consent. We're working with the state as they develop new mandates for the fishing industry to incorporate those into our harbor plan. New signs and information were posted in the harbor yesterday to help communication and clarify rules for returning fishermen and other users in the harbor. For keeping Cordova informed, we have a new user-friendly COVID-19 website. The City of Cordova has enlisted the help of a web designer to create a new web page for Cordova COVID-19 information with the goal of providing more information that is easier for the public to find to access. We hope to launch that website very soon. Translations. The Cordova Incident Management Team Public Information Team has begun efforts to translate all official posted signage and daily releases to both Spanish and Tagalog. The Public Information Officer team also plans to work with processors to ensure that translations of key information are available in all needed languages to keep their staff informed of COVID-19 mandates, guidelines, and developments. Radio updates and frequently asked questions. Members of the City of Cordova COVID-19 Incident Management Team are hosting regular COVID-19 radio updates on KCDV FM 100.9 and KLAM AM Radio 1450. The programs include frequently asked questions and answers, as well as pertinent local, state, and federal updates on COVID-19 status and planning. Tune in on the radio or listen to archived radio updates at youtube.com/Cordova TV. We have weekly news briefings. This is one of them. The City of Cordova's COVID-19 Incident Management Team will continue to host press briefings each Friday at 4 p.m., streamed live and available in the archive afterward at youtube.com/C as in Charlie/City of Cordova, Alaska. Infographics. The City of Cordova's COVID-19 Public Information Team has developed a series of topical infographics, which are graphic visual representations of information, data, and knowledge intended to present information quickly and clearly. These will be released to the public and targeted user groups as they're produced, and we invite the community to share them. A reminder on city facility closures. New, all public playgrounds in Cordova are closed effective immediately. New, the Odiak Cordova Camper Park is closed. Also closed are the Cordova School District, Cordova Public Library, Cordova Historical Museum and Gallery, Bedarkey Recreation Center, Bob Corn Memorial Pool. The Department of Motor Vehicles is available by appointment only between the normal hours of Tuesday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. until further notice. Only one person will be permitted into the DMV office at a time. Please call 424-6125 to schedule your appointment. City Hall, available by appointment only between the normal hours of Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., starting Thursday, March 19th, 2020, until further notice. Utility payments may be dropped off in the drop box located near the upper exit in the upper parking lot. You may also contact the Finance Department regarding other financial matters at finance number 2, that's finance and the numeral 2 at cityofcordova.net, and finance 3 at cityofcordova.net. That's finance and the numeral 3 at cityofcordova.net. You can also call 424-6200 to schedule your appointment. In the harbor, beginning Friday, March 20th, the harbor office will be closed to walk-in traffic. Payments may be made by mail or by phone Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Appointments can be made to purchase shower tokens in bulk Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Shipyard services are also by appointment. Starting March 20th, 2020, the Harbor Department will not be accepting mail or packages. If you have mail or packages being delivered to the Harbor Office, please make other arrangements. You can also consult these resources for additional information. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, is at coronavirus.gov. The State of Alaska Department of Health and Social Services, the DHSS, can be reached at coronavirus.alaska.gov. You can also dial 211, the State of Alaska's information line for non-clinical COVID questions. Or you can go to the City of Cordova at thecityofcordova.net. The incident management team, which collaborates with our medical professionals and emergency management teams around the state, feels that the curve has been flatter in Alaska and virus incidence has been fairly low because of the social distancing and the other steps that tribes, governments, businesses, organizations, and individuals have put in place to protect themselves and their communities. We cannot emphasize enough how critical it is to continue these practices. Let's do our part and practice the CDC guidance to keep Cordova free of COVID-19 for as long as possible. Please take every precaution to care for yourself and your loved ones. Updates will be posted regularly on the Cordova Prepared page of the City of Cordova website and at facebook.com/groups/Cordova Prepared/. General local questions can continue to be directed to cordovaprepared@yahoo.com. Thank you, Cordova, and have a safe weekend.